And now, as the dice roll, brought to you today by Zippy Zap Tasers. When your friend is about to eat your face, nothing brings them down like Zippy Zap.
Previously on What Is Not.
Well, shall we get ourselves moving over to Cryptocore?
We need the uniforms that Drew took home.
It is all over the news. I've had to talk to people who say they're from Cryptocore. I've had to talk to people who said they're from the FBI. I've had to talk to the local sheriff. Your name and your picture are all over the news. What the hell?
I am so sorry. I can't believe I put you into this trouble.
A gunshot goes through the front window.
Go, Donovan.
Get the hell
Go.
out.
Yeah, I'm going to start driving as fast as I can. Zeke, my magic rocket launcher should be in the back.
Snake Eyes.
You could use luck. Put a little Randy when that happens. In the sand of the Mojave Desert in California, off historic Route 66, sits a small desert town called Baghdad.
We have some ancient prophecy that something bad's going to go down in Baghdad.
It's a town of shadows and secrets,
Things aren't as they seem, but we're still not quite sure what's going on.
where bumps in the night aren't the house settling,
trying to find answers.
and the monster under your bed lies in wait for your foot to leave the safety of your covers.
My mom used to tell me all of these weird stories about monsters, but I didn't really believe anything she said because, that's crazy talk.
It's a world where cultists spend their days pushing papers at the DMV and their nights summoning ancient creatures from the dread beyond.
Seeing maybe something happened down at Cryptocore.
The expert,
Susan Donaldson, the town vet.
the freelancer,
People call me Beth. Hunting is sort of just like a business that I'm in.
the deathless,
Bruce the zombie and his father cast a spell to bring him back.
the initiate,
Donovan Pelayan, part of an ancient order of monster hunters.
the monstrous,
Zeke Solardier. He works for Cryptocore, which is his family's corporation.
It's a town where it's very hard to tell what is real and what is not. Welcome to Baghdad. It kind of hits a bump and you hit it square in the front of the car, almost right at the license plate.
Yes. Zeke's a great shot.
This portal just like opens up and it just kind of swallows up the car, and then the car behind it slams on its brakes, but it kind of flies into the portal. And then the next one, just roll 2 of your dice for me, Zeke.
What am I rolling for?
Just for me, because I'm not supposed to roll dice. I roll dice as little as possible.
10.
Why couldn't you roll that before?
So the last car stops in time and it doesn't get sucked into the portal, but the car starts kind of like it's almost kind of being pulled in, and the people in that car jump out. That's a cop car. It was 2 black cars and a cop car. So the cops are jumping out of the cop car. The cop car gets sucked into this portal. Portal's starting to kind of suck in all this stuff, but it is slowly starting to close. And I would say the next black car kind of gets cut in half as it closes up on the car. So there's half a
That
car.
sounds like quite successful.
But where did the cars go? Into the portal. Are they going to drop down right in front of us?
Yeah, details.
You don't know. Like, it was just this weird portal of black. It had kind of like purple around the edges, and it looked like you could probably just drive right through it, but nothing came out the other side.
Are we able to get away and turn a corner and lose them at this point?
Donovan, roll act under pressure.
Come on, Donovan.
All right. Yeah, Donovan is driving for all he's worth. 6 plus 2 cool is 8.
Okay, so I will give you a couple of choices. The cars are kind of trying to get around the car that was cut in half. So you've basically got one black car, one cop car still kind of following you, but they're a little bit behind because they had to get around the last black car that got cut in half.
Okay.
Are we to presume none of the occupants were cut in half, or is this a gruesome scene?
No, none of the occupants were cut in half, but the people in the first 2 cars are gone. So there's like at least 4 people that are now unaccounted for.
They're fine.
They're fine. So you could do one of the following things. You can get away, but you will be tailed from a distance by the remaining 2 cars. So you're not completely out of the woods. There's a high probability that they will catch up to you if you don't come up with a really good plan.
Well, we're good at that.
You can lose control of the vehicle, but have a chance to escape on foot, or Zeke can fall out the back of the van.
Oh my God. I knew I was still hanging out the back door.
I've got one leg. Bruce has the other.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bruce is holding him.
I'm going to pick the first one.
All right. You believe that you have gotten away.
I'm going to shout to everybody, everyone buckle up, and I'm going to floor it and just drive flat out as fast as this van can go.
All right.
Donovan, can you make us disappear for a minute, long enough to get away? Like, we could have Beth drive and you could do some magic?
I'm turning the wheel back and forth as I'm spinning down the road. Beth, grab the wheel. Grab the wheel.
Why?
I'm not stopping.
Maybe he has an invisibility car cover.
I think I'd have to have prepared it ahead of time.
I think on the way up, Beth falls into Ambrose's lap and
Beth and Donovan both make an act under pressure roll.
All right.
5.
How cool am I? I don't remember. Hold on. Not that cool, apparently. 7.
Okay. So it does not go well. This exchange of Donovan trying to jump out of the driver's seat while Beth tries to jump into the driver's seat. You kind of zig when you thought the other person was going to zag, and instead of actually switching places, you bump into each other for a second, and so the car, not being really steered by anybody, rolls up onto the sidewalk. Beth, make a roll to see if you can jump in and stop the car before it crashes into something. It's another act under pressure.
Please. What the hell? 8.
You can either gain control of the car, but you're going to take out and damage the car by hitting a couple of trees and mailboxes. You can crash the car, but have enough time to escape by foot, or some or several people in the car in your van can take damage.
Hurt the car, hurt the people.
Save the car, hurt the people?
No, I didn't say that.
She's debating. She's debating.
Will the car still be running if we damage the vehicle?
Yes, it will be running, but you will be driving a very obviously damaged van into Cryptocore.
Well, Donovan might be able to refix the van before we get to Cryptocore, perhaps.
Yeah.
Or we can, we'll be fine. Don't worry about us.
What? Yeah. Then the rest of the listeners are like, God, Katie's evil.
It's all about the end game. So
but what will Lyle think of me?
I don't know. Think like Beth.
Damage the car.
Okay, so Beth finally gets, she basically takes Donovan by the shoulder and goes, move, and throws him to the side and jumps into the driver's seat. And just as you're starting to go through trees and a beautifully manicured lawn and somebody's very friendly welcome to Baghdad mailbox, you grab...
I thought you were going to say somebody's very friendly golden doodle.
Oh, no.
We don't hurt the animals in this show. Only the people.
Well, let's not go that far. Don't tie my hands, Beth. But you do gain control of the car, but the car kind of goes through some trees and a yard and a mailbox, and it's pretty banged up, but you do gain control of it, and you are speeding down the road.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Donovan is.
Meanwhile,
Zeke is feeling very, very randy. So, what you doing, Zeke?
wait, he didn't use the luck point.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
No,
Oh, you're right. I didn't remember.
No, he did.
No, we said no.
That's what opened the whole portal. That's why we.
Yeah, that's why you got the portal, is because you said.
Oh, that makes more sense. I thought that seemed a pretty good outcome for a really bad. Okay.
Oh, well, the way we phrased it, I think maybe was confusing because we said something like, "We're just gonna let it go," or "We're whatever." I don't know. I don't think we specified yes or no to using the luck point.
I thought it was we were just going to go for it, and that's what I thought.
Okay. Well, we're in it, so let's go with this, I guess.
Fine, you win this one.
I mean, we can go back. Do you want to go back?
No. Sorry, Peeper.
I have a plan for that. If you want to go back and not use the luck point, I've got ideas.
No, just let him be Randy. God.
All right, so you're Randy. So what do you do?
Person.
Well, I was going to say, what are my options? Who are my options?
Oh, Jesus.
In the back of this van with me.
In the van, you have Beth now in the driver's seat. You have, I'm guessing, Bruce in the passenger seat.
No, he was holding on to Zeke.
Ambrose is in the passenger seat.
Oh, Ambrose is in the passenger seat. Okay. And then you've got Bruce and Kevin in the cab with you. And then you have Donovan in between the passenger seat and the driver's seat. That's where everybody is.
So Kevin is closest to where I am hanging out the back there?
Poor Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin and Bruce.
Yeah. Well, I think Zeke just kind of quickly turns and gazes longingly at Kevin.
Kevin's been through so much.
I can't remember Kevin's description here.
He's kind of a dirty old homeless man.
Oh!
Kevin is.
Oh. Zeke's got, good.
Zeke's got standards.
Zeke does have standards.
Orderly uniform.
He's not dirty.
Look homeless.
He's been trimmed up and cleaned and bathed, and yes.
He's a little scrawny, but...
So Zeke takes a look over at Kevin, gives him a lecherous look, starts to move towards him, trips, and his attention goes to Ambrose in the passenger seat.
Where's Beth's taser gun? Are we allowed to tase Zeke?
Driving now.
I can multitask.
And he looks over at Ambrose. Hey, big boy.
Wait, doesn't he turn into a red panda when he gets all lustful?
Right now, there's no major consequences for him. Like he's feeling the room.
He's just feeling himself, apparently.
Now, we've loaded Beth and Susan back into the van, right?
Yeah, everybody's in the van.
Okay, yeah. So what Zeke does is he says, hey, Ambrose, hey, big boy, we need to get you into this uniform so that you can help me
He's already
get
in
into
a uniform.
Cryptocore. The one, isn't this, no, not the Cryptocore uniform, right? That we just picked up?
Well, no, he's still dressed as an orderly.
He's dressed as an orderly. I think what you want to do is ask him to help you get into the uniform.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Yes, that would kind of make more, at least some sense. So Zeke just starts ripping off his clothes and says, Ambro, get over here. Help me get into this orderly outfit.
Okay. Susan kind of puts her hands up and says, all right, everyone, we need Donovan. We need some magic.
Zeke is quickly stripping off his clothes. He's got his jeans yanked off. He's standing there in a jockstrap. He's like, come on, let's go, Ambrose, get me dressed.
Cues up the porno music again.
Yeah, Bruce is all into this.
Donovan's going to go ahead and do some magic as soon as the GM thinks we're ready. I know we're in the middle of something, so
we need to resolve this Zeke thing first because he does have consequences for using luck, and so there got to be some consequences somewhere.
How do we get him out of his lustful thing? I forgot how we do that.
I mean, There's an obvious answer to
One
that.
emotion rules you. Whenever you have a chance to indulge in that emotion, you must do so immediately or act under pressure to resist.
Go ahead and act under pressure and see if you can snap yourself out of it.
He already stripped down. He's already in for it. Roll an act under pressure.
Yeah, we've got this big hairy dude in a jockstrap standing in the back of this moving van.
I'm going to tase him.
Well, so act under pressure. That's plus 0. I got 7.
Okay, so you have a couple choices. You can start to make your way up towards Ambrose and have like something snap you out of it, but be in a very awkward position. You can realize that like snap out of it yourself and fall back against the door and almost fall out of the car, or you can fixate on somebody else in the van. Those are your options.
Which would be an improvement. How?
Well, then it distracts you from where you're going right now.
Oh, you mean fixate on someone else in a non-lustful way?
No, in a lustful way. It just redirects it.
You're resisting
to somebody else
with the minus because you rolled a 7 and not a 10. So there's a drawback here.
Yeah, so there has to be a drawback.
So as the van bounces around, and as I'm trying to convince Ambrose to help me pull on this uniform with his very nimble fingers, another turn whips my head, and I notice Donovan. So technically driving the van.
Yes.
And I think that is the man who needs to help me get dressed in my orderly uniform. And I call out to him in a deep, rumbly voice, Donovan, dress me now.
At this point, I bring my hand like hard against his face. And once that way and another time that way, like 2 hard slaps.
She just bitch slapped him double. Snap out of it.
That revs Zeke's engines further.
This is not going well, guys.
Wait, is that what happens? Oh.
All right, well, what was the previous roll? It was a 7, right? Or 7 or an 8?
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's a 10.
I would say that gives you an opportunity to roll act under pressure one more time and see if you can snap out of it fully.
Come on, Zeke.
All right, let's see.
I'll do it at a +1 because you're already halfway there, and Susan is kind of giving you a little bit of a wake-up call.
All right.
I slapped him twice.
Go for it. 7.
Shit.
Can we help him?
Well, 7, 8, 9. It wouldn't work.
Oh, well, 7 plus your +1, so 8.
So 8.
Donovan, you want to roll help out?
Okay, yep. I'll give him a helping hand.
I was like, that's what he was hoping for. So.
That's exactly what he's aiming for.
8.
Oh my God. 7?
7?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what does Donovan say to stave off the advances of this very amped up Zeke?
Zeke, the fate of the world lies in our hands. We don't have time for your carnal desires. Step out of it, man.
Obviously, that's going to work.
What do you do, Zeke?
And so Zeke says, Donovan, you mean you're the fate of the world? Because I want you in my hands right now.
Donovan would like to cast the trap a person spell and tie up Zeke with the silky ropes.
Okay.
This is unintentionally very sexual.
I'm imagining Bruce with popcorn at this point.
Still with the porno music, just...
Bruce has opened up a new OnlyFans account and he's posting the entire thing.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
Holy phooey. I got a 2 plus 3 for weird. So my use magic roll is a 5, totes.
This is just ridiculous.
Let me tase him. Let me do it.
Okay, so let's see. Hold on.
Jesus.
Where's the use
Hannah.
of magic glitches? It just doesn't work. Like, instead of getting a rope, you just kind of get like little party streamers. Just go,
there's a lot going on. Donovan's a little distracted.
It was a bit of a misfire.
Zeke just kind of looks at the party streamers and says, "Yeah, let's get down." And goes over to Donovan and wraps his arms. Is Donovan still driving the van?
No, I
am.
Oh, that's right. So Donovan's just there. Oh, so Zeke goes over and he just wraps his arms around Donovan. He plants a big kiss.
Beth, could you throw the taser at me, please?
Yes, I can. What do I got to roll to do this?
The goal is for her to throw it, for me to catch it, and tase Zeke.
Oh, poor Zeke.
Okay, so both of you have to roll act under pressure to transfer this taser.
Also, does this vehicle have Bluetooth?
I got a 13.
Shit.
Does what?
Does the vehicle have Bluetooth?
Probably.
Yeah.
Bruce tries to hook his phone up to the Bluetooth so he can play the porno music through the speakers.
Perfect. Yeah.
So I got a 6. So that's not super great.
I got a 13. I don't know if it makes up for that.
Yes.
It does, but Beth completely botches the throw. She's trying to do a couple things at the same time, and it just did not work well. So she kind of throws it back like a mother throwing a purse back at the kids in the back seat, just hoping it'll hit something. And while it does get back there and Susan is able to catch it, it's a very awkward bobble, and you will be at a -1 to attack Zeke with the taser. So now roll kick some ass at a -1.
I'm switching.
Okay. Oh, crap. Sorry, I have to roll one dice again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 minus 1 is 10.
Thank God.
So you take the taser and you hit Zeke, and we will resolve that after break. For as much luck as Zeke uses, he's pretty unlucky. Hello, I'm Joe Hogan, the editor of As the Dice Roll. I hope you're enjoying this episode of What Is Not. Hannah Benashi on Slack said, "So I'm listening through What Is Not. Was it recorded before Turning Red? If so, the coincidence is really funny." Yes, Hannah Benashi, we did start recording this show before Turning Red came out. We considered bringing legal action, but considering Disney is a multi-billion-dollar corporation and I publish this from my home office, I don't think we're winning that one. We'll just have to be content knowing it was Matt's idea first. If you're not in our Slack channel, you are missing out on some fun conversations. To join, all you need to do is go to geektogeekmedia.com and find the links under the Contact Us tab. We are also on the social medias, as much of a mess as they are these days. You can find us on Twitter at AsTheDiceRollRP, on Instagram at AsTheDiceRoll, or you can simply email us at podcast@asthedicerollcast.com. You can also follow our cast in their other internet endeavors. Todd is a full-time co-host now on Mating Habits of the Modern Geek, and you can also read Todd's book Tag Your IT by going to toddsullivanbooks.com. You can catch Katie on Tea Time with Katie and Chelsea, Can't Stop Me Loving K-Pop, and Disney Forever, and you can always listen to me on my podcast, Geektitude. That's it for me this week. I'll be back here next Sunday, November 27th, with the next episode of Cautious Optimism, and then again on December 4th with the next episode of What Is Not. Until then, let's see if they can rein in Zeke right after a quick commercial break. When toxic culture has you down,
when you're just looking to laugh and have fun,
kick back and enjoy watching a video game,
or just make some new friends,
it's time to visit the Geek to Geek Media Network,
a community of podcasters, streamers, and bloggers.
Well, more of a family than a community.
All dedicated to geeking out about the things we love. Things like
video games,
Star Wars,
comics,
movies,
K-pop,
Disney Plus,
Keanu Reeves,
new,
or whatever our community decides is the next best thing.
That's right. We have a great online community on Slack and Discord where we chat about our weekly geekery with listeners and viewers.
And each other.
Yep, and each other in real time, and we can't wait for you to join us.
So come check us out at geek2geekmedia.com.
And escape toxic fandom for something much more...
Keanu?
Yes, Keanu.
All right, so I believe when we left off, Susan had just rolled a success on tasing Zeke. Is that correct?
I said I'm sorry as I did it.
Okay.
But I had no problem. No problem.
It was a 10, right?
It was a 10.
Okay. So I need both Zeke and Donovan to roll plus tough.
All right.
It's still like a reaction from Donovan on being kissed on the mouth.
Oh, fiddle. Zeke rolled 5 plus tough, which is 7.
All right. So you have a choice. You can either pass out or you can turn into a red panda, like just be forced into red panda mode.
Let me read my shapeshifter thing here. You may change your form, decide if you have to... Blah, blah, blah. You gain +1 to investigate a mystery in that moment. I'm not sure what mystery I need to investigate, other than Donovan's feelings towards me. So I can do that, or what was my other option?
Or you're out for the count.
Oh, that sounds terrible. No, I'll shift into the panda mode. Okay. I mean, I need to do that anyway once we get to CryptoCore, right?
All right, so you are broken out of your lust by changing into a panda.
I point to Drew and I say, Drew, open that cage.
You mean Bruce?
She does.
Drew.
Oh, no, I forgot.
Drew knows how to, well, Bruce might know how to open a cage too, but I know that
Wait, there's a cage in this van? Did we know that?
Yes, it's the cage for the red panda.
Yes, because the whole plan was to take you into CryptoCore as a caged red panda.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. That's right. Although now that my lust is gone, I'm not sure that the cage is needed at the moment.
No, get in the cage.
It's needed right now.
So, all right. So there's a scuffle, and he is indeed stored away in the cage for now.
Stored away. Poor.
Donovan, what did you roll?
I rolled snake eyes.
Did you really?
I did.
Wow. Oh.
So you also, because he was hugging you when he got zapped, you also got zapped, and so you are out.
All right.
Oh, Donovan, I'm so sorry.
As the kiss is happening, Donovan's gonna push back and raise a fist to punch Zeke and say, "I said no."
Oh my God.
This is going very bad.
I'm shaking Donovan. Donovan, are you okay?
Can I roll to wake up, or am I
sure you can roll plus tough?
I wonder what Kevin's thinking.
7.
All right, so you are up, but you are at a -1 forward to your next roll.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know what else to do.
No, you did the right thing. People are always after me, Lucky Charms. But I don't know if I should be trying to cast the invisibility spell. I'm very foggy right now. I can give it a try. I don't know.
No.
Well, we still have to drive there, right? Or have we already arrived at CryptoCore?
I look out the back window to see if there's anyone following us.
There is now a black car and a cop car. You can see it in the distance, and it is gaining on you.
God damn it.
If you want to try, maybe I can help. I've got a little juju.
I mean, can I just try some evasive maneuvers? I do drive really well.
That's true.
Yeah, go for it.
Am I rolling?
Yeah, I mean, unless you have a driving power, I would say you are acting under pressure.
Driving power.
There is one.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
There is. In the criminal playbook has a driving power.
I will remember that for when I level up because I have enough experience to do so.
Yeah.
But until then...
Do you have enough experience right now to do so?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 experience currently.
You only need 5 to level up.
Yeah, 5 to level up.
Well, let me look it up.
And we get experience when we roll 6 or less. I feel like Zeke should have 13 experience then in that.
Yes, Zeke's leveled up so many times.
Oh, wait, maybe I don't have that many experience. Oh, no, we're fine. Because I already leveled up 5 times. And so I got to have an advanced move.
Also, while this is going on, Bruce changed the music to On the Road Again by Willie Nelson.
Perfect.
So the move is driver, and you have a +1 ongoing while driving, plus you can hotwire anything. The older it is, the fewer tools you'll need to do it. And you also own 2 handy, widely available vehicles, perhaps a sports car and a van.
Yes. Let's steal that.
All right. So you now have the driver move. And so if you roll right now, you will get a +1. Well, you get a +1 to basically everything you do now that you're driving.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm rolling. Please go well. Change dice. 9 + 1. No, wait, 10. Sorry, I can't add 11. It'll be 11.
All right. So you are doing evasive maneuvers to lose them.
Yes.
Was that what the roll's for?
Yeah.
You are able to find kind of a space in the neighborhood where the roads aren't quite as gridded out as the rest of the neighborhood. Like there's some that go diagonally, there's some that go in directions you wouldn't think they would go. There's some cul-de-sacs. And so you're able to kind of find a series of turns that get you back on the main road, but not in a way that they would have expected. And so now you are kind of in a more commercial area, and there's nobody behind you as far as you can tell.
Heck yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, Beth, you are amazing. I turn to Drew and I say, Drew, hello, everyone. This is Drew. Drew, do you want to get out now?
Looks over at Kevin, who just nods vigorously.
Hi, Drew. Welcome to the what's that old American cartoon show? The Lucky Dog Mystery Machine Crime Solving Team.
Scooby-Doo?
That's the one.
The Lucky Dogs.
So welcome to the Scoobies.
She's like, what? Well, they're going to be after me now. Like, what are you involved in, Susan?
Oh, Drew, I'm sorry. I start crying again.
I think Drew's one of us now.
Yeah. Drew, just the fact that I got Drew in danger and I'm still weeping over the fact that Athena's in jail, and like my heart really hurts right now, and my brother-in-law might be in danger, and like everyone I love is at risk right now.
Drew lifts up the cage with the red panda and she goes, "And what the hell is this?"
Zeke waves and smiles.
That's the red panda.
That's Zeke. He's normally okay, but sometimes he turns into a red panda and gets handsy. But usually he's pretty cool.
I think he was an upperclassman when you were in the 10th grade.
Don't you remember me?
Well, you can't talk. You're a panda.
Oh, I thought I could talk. No? Okay.
I don't think so. Have we ever established that you could talk as a red panda?
I don't think we have.
I don't know that we have. It doesn't say anything about it in my shape-shifting description.
Yeah, because I think you're supposed to be an animal, like you take on the form of an animal. So I don't think.
Have you never seen a Disney movie? They all talk.
This is not a Disney movie.
Based on the content of today's episode, this is not a Disney movie.
Oh my God.
But maybe the red panda does know sign language, though.
Oh, I do think you're being absolutely adorable inside the cage.
Oh my God.
Well, that goes without saying.
So, Drew, we'll do our best to keep you safe if you want to stay with us. I think we're headed. I mean, you're right. If I drop you off, you'll be in just as much danger.
Yeah, the safest place for you to be right now is in this van with all of us.
Don't you remember me?
Well, you can't talk. You're a panda.
Well, that goes without saying.
That's the red panda. That's Zeke. He's normally okay, but sometimes he turns into a red panda and gets handsy. But usually he's pretty cool.
I think he was an upperclassman when you were in the 10th grade.
By the way, have you met Bruce?
Bruce.
I do know Bruce. Hi, Bruce. She's just giving Donovan just a look. She's just like not amused. All right, she goes, well, whatever you guys are involved in, I'm in it now. So where are we going? Like, what is going on?
Well, basically, there's an evil corporation, Cryptocore. You probably are aware of them generally. They've been capturing ghosts and spirits and monsters and using them for nefarious capitalist purposes. And we're going there right now to rescue some of our friends that have been captured.
Pretty well sums it up.
She goes, oh, that sounds perfectly normal and reasonable. It's just a typical Monday in Baghdad. She sighs and sits down and she kind of does a sup to Kevin, who's just kind of like, holy shit, these people are insane.
Yep.
Okay, so now Beth is driving. We're heading to Cryptocore. I'm trying to think of what our plan is. We want to get there. We want to check in. And so Donovan, if your magic is up, this is probably about the time that you need to hide the rest of us.
All right. Who is going to be not hidden? We've got the red panda needs to be visible, obviously. And the two people who are going to be wearing the Cryptocore uniforms, who is them?
Well, one would be Ambrose, right?
Kevin and Ambrose.
Kevin and Ambrose are dressed as orderlies.
Our driver is currently Beth, so we have to decide if we want Donovan back in the driver's seat as the more anonymous person.
I think Beth is fine. She demonstrated some amazing driving skills back there. So let's just go ahead and let Beth drive.
Except
she should
they
make
might...
sure. Does Beth have on the Cryptocore uniform? She should.
Yeah, I don't think you guys ever changed out of the Cryptocore uniforms.
Okay.
We did not.
The ones we got from Drew's?
No.
Oh.
Because she's the driver, she's not going to be in an orderly costume. She's going to be in a Cryptocore uniform.
Right, but the Cryptocore uniforms are what we got from Drew's house, right?
No, you got orderly uniforms.
Oh, I'm so confused. Okay.
You got just like scrubs, because that's what the orderlies are.
Okay. But we got those for whom, if Ambrose and Kevin were already in those uniforms?
That's what we're trying to decide.
Okay, so why don't... I'm afraid to stop because they're going to catch up with us, and we finally lost them. So maybe Ambrose could help get the uniform. I mean, it's just a coat and a mask on Beth.
Didn't we already go down this path?
Again, the driver, you guys established that the driver probably is not an orderly. So Beth should be good in her, because she's still dressed like a Cryptocore security guard.
Yep.
Okay, well then I think we're fine as long as we're invisible. The orderly uniforms were for when we get in there. We just...
For what purpose? There was an awful lot of effort to get those uniforms. We better have needed them.
Well, when we get there, we want to appear like we belong there. So Beth can be security and the rest of us can be orderlies.
So we're all going in.
Yeah, do we need... I just didn't think I thought we'd get in the gate better if with like two orderlies and not all of us.
It's probably less alarming if there's a smaller number of people. So yeah, we've got Ambrose. Okay, we've got Ambrose and the guy nobody cares about, and
who's like, hey,
that guy. and we've got Beth, and who is the other Cryptocore security person?
You guys haven't decided on that yet.
Okay, that'll be Donovan, and then I will make everyone else invisible as we go through the front gate.
Why did we go all through that to get these orderly uniforms? It doesn't sound like we're actually using any of them.
Because everybody else is dressing up as an orderly for once you get inside.
Well, once the invisibility turns off.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just going to use the invisibility to get through that front gate.
Okay.
That's right. Okay, so how long would the invisibility work, Joe? If it is successfully cast?
It really depends on how successful it is. I would say it could probably last as far as an hour if you needed it to be and you got a good roll, but...
Okay, I'll wait until we get to where we can eyeball the guard station and see that we're going to be rolling up to it very shortly, so that if it doesn't last long, we'll have our best chance of success.
Okay. Are you going straight to Cryptocore?
Evasively.
Wow.
It's the best answer.
I actually know. I understand what you are saying. I forget the name of the movie, but somebody's like serpentine. Every time he walks in a S pattern so that nobody can shoot at him. Even if there's nobody shooting at him, that's how he walks. I get it. All right, so you go down a couple streets that nobody would expect. You kind of take more of a back road way into the main driveway, but eventually you do have to take the main drive because there's really only one major street going into the Cryptocore campus, and so you're headed south on that road towards Cryptocore.
Next time on What Is Not.
We need answers, and we're trying to take down Cryptocore.
Do you have a work order or some sort of paperwork I can be looking at?
This guy's a lot. He looks cute now, but when we first found him, he was 9 feet tall, and he was a real bear to get in.
So let's file out. This is going well.
Don't worry, it's all part of the plan.
You've been listening to As the Dice Roll. The As the Dice Roll intro music is The Soap Opera by James Bowers. You can find and license his music through Pond5 at pond5.com. All the rest of the music in this episode is by Darren Curtis and can be found at darrencurtismusic.com. The opening voiceover is by our very own Rob Sometimes. You can find his podcast at comicbox.libsyn.com. And the As the Dice Roll logo was created by Maricel Edwards. Check out her book No Great Matter at msedwards.com. As the Dice Roll is a proud member of the Geek to Geek Media Network. Check out other Geek to Geek shows, streams, and content at geektogeekmedia.com. If you'd like to contact the show, you can send an email to podcast@asthedicerollcast.com. Individual players and GMs' social media can be found on our website at asthedicerollcast.com.